Today, we're unlocking a secret that most people never figure out: how to stop chasing and start attracting. Picture this: you're no longer running after people who don't value you, opportunities that slip through your fingers, or relationships that drain your soul. Instead, life begins to work for you. Things and people start coming your way, effortlessly. Sound like a fantasy? It's not. This is the power of shifting your mindset and embracing true self-worth. Now, let's get real. Have you ever noticed how exhausting it is to chase someone who's emotionally unavailable? To send texts that never get a reply? To fight for someone's attention when they've already chosen to look the other way? It's like running after the wind. You don't just lose them, you lose yourself in the process. But what if I told you that the very act of chasing is the reason you're being ignored? The harder you push, the faster they pull away. Here's a hard truth: what's truly meant for you doesn't need to be forced. It's like trying to grip water. It slips through your fingers no matter how tight you hold. The great Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius said it best: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you let go of chasing, you shift from desperation to confidence. That's when you stop looking weak and start becoming magnetic. Think of a flame. It doesn't run around looking for moths. It simply burns bright, and the moths come to it. That's the energy we're going to tap into today. The energy of being so grounded, so sure of yourself, that the right people and opportunities are naturally drawn to you. Chasing is rooted in fear. It screams, "I don't have enough. I am not enough." Whether it's texting your ex obsessively or constantly trying to impress someone new, it's like screaming into a void. The more you chase, the more they run. Why? Because desperation repels. Nobody wants what looks needy. Now, attracting, that's an entirely different story. Attracting is quiet power. It's about standing still and letting the world come to you. Think of yourself as a lighthouse. You don't beg the ships to notice you. You just shine. You're steady, unbothered, and the ships come on their own. Let's be honest. This shift isn't just about people. It's about your mindset. If you focus on chasing, you'll always feel empty, like you're running in circles. But when you focus on your own growth, your own happiness, you start radiating confidence. Confidence is magnetic. It's not about being perfect. It's about knowing your worth and not settling for less. Imagine this. You stop running after people who don't care. You focus on building your life, your passions, your happiness. And one day, those same people who ignored you are suddenly curious about you. They see the glow they didn't notice before. Why? Because you've become scarce. Scarcity creates value. Before we dive into the 10 principles of Stoicism that will help you become magnetic, remember this. Chasing is exhausting. Attracting is empowering. Chasing makes you a beggar. Attracting makes you a prize. So, decide now. Do you want to be ignored or irresistible? Here's a small challenge. If you're ready to make this shift, write "I am a magnet" in the comments below. This is your first step toward rewiring your mindset. Like Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Let's take control. Let's stop chasing, and let's become what others can't help but notice. Ready, my Stoic friend? Let's dive in. Number 1. Fear chained is freedom denied. Now you might be thinking, what does fear have to do with attracting someone? Everything. Fear is the silent barrier that keeps you from being the person others are drawn to. It creeps into your thoughts, telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll be rejected, or that you need to chase someone to keep them in your life. This mindset doesn't just push people away, it blocks you from living in your full power. If you want to stop chasing and start attracting, you have to face and release your fears. Think about it. Fear makes you act out of desperation. Maybe you text someone too often because you're scared they'll forget you. Or you stay in a toxic relationship because you're afraid of being alone. This fear-driven behavior sends a clear message. I don't feel enough on my own. And let's be honest, does that sound attractive to anyone? As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Letting go of fear is how you reclaim your power. Imagine fear as a storm cloud that follows you everywhere. It darkens your energy, making it hard for others to see the real you. The people you want to attract, whether it's someone new, an ex, or someone distant, aren't drawn to the storm. They're drawn to the light. But how can you shine when you're hiding under the shadow of fear? The moment you release that cloud, your true self becomes visible, and that's when the magic happens. Fear is sneaky. It disguises itself as overthinking, self-doubt, or the urge to control. You might think you're just trying to make things work, but deep down, you're reacting out of fear. For example, have you ever sent a message to someone and then panicked when they didn't reply right away? That panic is fear. It's the fear of being ignored, the fear of not being wanted. And guess what? That energy is repelling, not attracting. Now, let's flip the script. What happens when you let go of fear? You become free. Free to be yourself. Free to stop overanalyzing every interaction. Free to trust that what's meant for you will find you. This freedom is what makes you magnetic. When you're not ruled by fear, you exude confidence, and confidence is irresistible. It's like the difference between chasing a butterfly and standing still while it lands on your shoulder. Here's the truth. Fear is a choice. Yes, it's a tough choice to overcome, but it's still within your control. As Epictetus said, "He who is not a slave to fear is truly free." So ask yourself, are you ready to stop being a slave to fear? Are you ready to release the chains that keep you chasing after things that don't chase back? Letting go of fear doesn't mean you won't feel it. It means you'll stop letting it dictate your actions. Think about this. When you're fearless, you don't need to cling to anyone or anything. Imagine walking into a room knowing you don't need to impress anyone to be worthy of their attention. You don't have to force a connection. You simply allow it to happen. That kind of confidence is like gravity. It pulls people toward you naturally. They can't help but notice someone who knows their worth without needing validation. Letting go of fear also means embracing the possibility of failure or rejection. Yes, rejection might sting, but it doesn't define you. In fact, it often clears the way for something better. When you release the fear of rejection, you stop being controlled by it. Instead, you approach life with courage and self-respect. This boldness is what makes you magnetic. People are drawn to those who take risks and live unapologetically. But how do you start letting go of fear? Begin by recognizing it. Ask yourself, what am I so afraid of? Is it the fear of being alone? The fear of not being good enough? Once you identify it, challenge it. What's the worst that could happen? Most of the time, your fears are exaggerations, not realities. Replace those fearful thoughts with affirmations like, "I am enough," or "I am worthy of what I desire." This mindset shift is where your transformation begins. Remember, fear isn't a reflection of who you are. It's just a story you've been telling yourself. And you have the power to rewrite that story. When you do, you'll notice how the right people, opportunities, and experiences start flowing into your life. You're no longer chasing, you're attracting. Letting go of fear doesn't just make you magnetic, it makes you unstoppable. So take a deep breath and start letting go today. The world is waiting to see your light. Are you ready to shine? Number 2, the power of visualizing success. Now you might be wondering, how does imagining something help you attract someone into your life? Isn't it just daydreaming? Absolutely not. Visualization isn't a passive escape. It's an active tool that reprograms your mind to focus on what you want and align your actions to make it happen. If you're trying to attract someone, whether it's a new love, an ex, or someone distant, this principle is your secret weapon. Think of visualization as setting a destination on a GPS. Without it, you're driving aimlessly, hoping you'll end up somewhere nice. But when you know exactly where you're going, every turn, every stop, and every detour brings you closer to your goal. Visualization works the same way. It gives your mind a clear picture of the life you want, helping you move with purpose and confidence. Let's bring this to life. Imagine the kind of relationship you truly desire. Picture the details, the laughter you'd share, the way they'd look at you, the peace you'd feel knowing you're valued and appreciated. Now, go deeper. Visualize how this person would respond to your energy. Not a desperate, chasing energy, but one filled with self-assurance and calm. See yourself as someone they admire, someone they feel drawn to. This isn't fantasy. It's laying the groundwork for what you want to attract. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Think of your thoughts as paint and your life as the canvas. When you visualize success, you're painting a masterpiece of the life you want. But if your mind is filled with fear, self-doubt, and negativity, that's the picture you'll create instead. You attract what you focus on. So, focus on the best version of yourself and the best outcomes you desire. Here's a simple truth. When you visualize yourself succeeding, your brain starts believing it's possible. Think about athletes. Before a big game, they don't just train physically, they rehearse mentally. They see themselves scoring goals, winning races, and standing victorious. Why? Because the mind doesn't differentiate between imagination and reality. When you visualize success, you're giving yourself a mental rehearsal for the real thing. Let's apply this to relationships. If you constantly imagine scenarios where you're rejected or ignored, guess what? Your behavior starts reflecting that fear. You become anxious, needy, or hesitant. But if you visualize yourself as confident and magnetic, your actions follow suit. You approach conversations with ease, you hold your boundaries with grace, and you radiate self-worth. This shift doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how others perceive you. Visualization isn't just for attracting people, it's a tool for attracting the best version of yourself. Imagine waking up each day feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. Picture yourself excelling in your career, finding joy in your hobbies, and being surrounded by people who uplift you. When you see this life in your mind, you start making choices that align with it. You stop settling for less and start demanding more, not through force, but through the quiet assurance that you deserve it. But let's address a common doubt. Isn't visualization just wishful thinking? Not at all. Visualization is intentional and focused. It's about setting a mental target and aligning your actions to hit it. Think of it as planting a seed. The more you nurture it, through effort, consistency, and belief, the more it grows. Visualization isn't magic, it's clarity. It's telling yourself and the universe, this is what I want, and I'm ready to work for it. To make visualization work, Consistency is crucial. Spend just a few minutes every day visualizing your goals. If you're trying to attract someone, close your eyes and imagine yourself as the version of you they can't resist. Confident, happy, and glowing with self-assurance. Feel what it would be like to have their attention, respect, and admiration. Use all your senses. Hear their laughter, see the way they look at you, and feel the calmness of knowing they're drawn to your energy. And here's the key. Don't just visualize the outcome. Visualize the journey. See yourself taking the steps to become the best version of yourself. See yourself walking away from what doesn't serve you and embracing what does. When you focus on the process, you're not just waiting for things to happen. You're actively creating them. Remember, visualization is like a magnet. The clearer your mental picture, the stronger the pull. By visualizing success, you're telling the universe, this is who I am, and this is what I deserve. You're aligning your energy with your desires, and that's when you start attracting, not chasing. So, take a moment right now. Close your eyes and see yourself as the person you want to be. Hold on to that image, let it guide your actions, and watch as it transforms your reality. You're not just a dreamer, you're a creator. And the life you're imagining, it's already on its way to you. Believe it, see it, and let it find you. You are a magnet. Now, start living like one. Number 3, plant the seeds, but don't force the bloom. Now you might be asking, how can letting go help me attract someone? It feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? After all, when you care about someone, your natural instinct is to hold on tighter, to control the outcome, to make it work at all costs. But here's the paradox. The tighter you grip, the more you push things away. Real attraction isn't about force, it's about flow. And this is where the principle of doing your best and letting go becomes a game changer. Imagine you're a gardener planting seeds in your backyard. You prepare the soil, plant the seeds, water them diligently, and give them the sunlight they need. But after all that effort, you don't stand over the seeds shouting, "Grow!" You trust the process. You know the blooms will come in their own time. Relationships, like gardens, thrive when nurtured, but suffer when forced. If you're trying to attract someone, your job is to show up, give your best, and then step back. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop controlling. Control is rooted in fear, while letting go is grounded in confidence. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life." This doesn't mean to act with desperation. It means to act with presence. Put your heart into what you do, but then trust that what's meant for you will come. Take a relationship scenario, for example. You're putting effort into getting someone's attention. Maybe you're being kind, showing interest, or making time for them. But despite your best efforts, things aren't progressing the way you want. Instead of panicking or trying harder, step back. Let go of the outcome. Why? Because over-investing in someone who isn't responding can come across as needy, and nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. Trust that if it's meant to be, your genuine efforts are enough. Letting go is powerful because it shows self-respect. You're telling the world, and yourself, that you value your time and energy. You're not waiting around for someone to validate you. You're living your life, trusting that the right connections will align with your path. This quiet confidence is magnetic. It's like a flame that attracts others, not by chasing them, but by simply being steady and bright. Now, let's flip the script. Imagine working tirelessly on a career goal or a personal project. You've poured everything into it, your time, your energy, your skills. But once the work is done, you find yourself obsessing over the outcome. Will they call you back? Did you do enough? Here's the truth. Once you've done your best, worrying about the results is wasted energy. Epictetus said it perfectly. Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Stressing over what you can't control only robs you of peace. This principle also applies to self-growth. If you're trying to become a better version of yourself to attract the right people, focus on the process, not the outcome. Work on your confidence, your happiness, your goals. Put in the effort, but don't tie your self-worth to whether or not someone notices. When you detach from the need for immediate validation, you become infinitely more attractive. Why? Because nothing is more irresistible than someone who's secure enough to let things unfold naturally. You might wonder, doesn't letting go mean I'm giving up? Not at all. Letting go is about trusting the timing of your life. It's understanding that while you can control your effort, you can't control how or when the results will come. Letting go isn't giving up. It's growing up. It's saying, I've done my part, and now I trust the universe to do its part. Letting go also creates space for new possibilities. When you're obsessed with one outcome, be it winning someone's affection or achieving a specific goal, you blind yourself to other opportunities. But when you let go, you open yourself to surprises. Sometimes the best things happen when you stop trying so hard. Think of it like this. You're holding a handful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. But when you relax your grip, the sand stays. That's the essence of letting go. It's about doing your best and then stepping back with faith, not fear. When you adopt this mindset, something amazing happens. You become a magnet. You're no longer chasing after people or outcomes. Instead, they start gravitating toward you. Your calm, grounded energy becomes irresistible because it shows strength. Strength to let go, strength to trust, and strength to focus on what you can control. So, take a breath. If you've done your best, know that it's enough. Let go of the need to micromanage every detail. Trust that the seeds you've planted will bloom in their own time. Remember, the right people and opportunities don't need to be forced. They're drawn to you when you're confident enough to let things flow. You are a magnet. Trust your efforts, trust yourself, and trust the process. What's meant for you will always find its way. Let go and watch how life starts working for you, not against you. Number 4. Be the magnet for what you desire. Now you might be wondering, how do I actually attract what I want? Is it even possible? The answer is yes, but it requires more than just wishing or waiting. Attraction isn't about sitting still and hoping things fall into your lap. It's about aligning your energy, thoughts, and actions with what you truly desire. If you're trying to attract someone or something, a relationship, opportunity, or a better version of your life, you have to first become the kind of person who naturally draws those things in. Imagine you're a magnet, and everything you want is metal. The stronger and clearer your magnetic pull, the faster the right things come to you. But if your energy is scattered, negative, or inconsistent, your pull weakens. This is why getting clear on your desires is the first step. Ask yourself, what do I really want in a relationship or life? Be specific. Do you want a partner who values loyalty? Someone who inspires you? Visualize it, write it down, and believe that you're worthy of it. Clarity creates focus, and focus sharpens your magnetic energy. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are full of doubt, fear, or self-pity, you'll repel what you want. But if your mind is focused on abundance, gratitude, and confidence, you'll start to attract everything you seek. Your energy doesn't lie. It's felt by everyone around you. That's why it's important to embody the qualities you're looking for. Take relationships, for example. If you want to attract a loving, supportive partner, ask yourself, are you showing those same qualities? Are you loving, kind, and supportive in your own life? Attraction works both ways. You can't expect to find someone who values honesty and trust if you're not living by those principles yourself. Become the person you want to attract, and the universe will naturally bring that energy into your life. The same principle applies to your career or personal goals. Let's say you're aiming for a promotion or a specific opportunity. Instead of waiting to become that person after you achieve it, start acting as if you're already there. Show the confidence, work ethic, and attitude of someone in that position. This not only builds your belief in yourself, but also signals to others that you're ready for the next level. People are drawn to those who exude readiness and self-assurance. But here's the key. You can't attract abundance while focusing on lack. If your mindset is stuck on what you don't have, you're sending out the wrong signal. Imagine someone walking into a room desperate for attention. Do they get it? Probably not, because desperation pushes people away. But someone who walks in calm, confident, and content, that's the person everyone notices. Attraction begins with abundance, the belief that you already have what you need within you, and that more is on its way. As Epictetus wisely said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When you stop obsessing over what you lack and start appreciating what you have, you create space for more to flow into your life. Gratitude is a magnet for abundance. The more grateful you are for the present, the more you attract in the future. Attraction doesn't mean sitting still, though. It requires inspired action. If you want to attract someone, you can't just sit at home and wish for love to knock on your door. Go out, meet people, and show the world your best self. If you're aiming for a new career, take steps to grow, learn new skills, build connections, and seize opportunities. Action amplifies attraction. Every step you take toward your goal strengthens your magnetic pull. But don't forget, attracting what you want isn't about manipulation or shortcuts. It's about authenticity. People and opportunities come to you because they're drawn to the real you, not some version of yourself you've fabricated to impress others. Be genuine, stay true to your values, and let your actions align with your intentions. This is where true attraction happens. So, take a moment to reflect. What are you putting out into the world? Is it confidence, positivity, and clarity? Or is it fear, doubt, and hesitation? Remember, the energy you give is the energy you get. If you align yourself with what you want, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you'll start to notice the right people and opportunities flowing into your life. You are a magnet. By focusing your thoughts on abundance, embodying the qualities you seek, and taking intentional action, you'll attract the relationships, opportunities, and success you've always desired. Trust the process. The universe listens to those who believe in themselves and act with purpose. Stay clear, stay confident, and let your magnetic energy bring everything you seek directly into your life. What you want is already making its way to you. Just keep the door open and let it in. Number 5. Release the reins. You might be wondering, if I let go of control, won't I lose everything I'm working toward? The truth is, releasing control doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding what's within your power and what isn't. When you try to micromanage every detail, you create unnecessary stress and resistance. But when you focus on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, you align yourself with the flow of life. This is where the magic happens. Imagine you're sailing a boat. You can adjust your sails and steer your course, but you can't control the wind or the waves. Trying to fight against them only exhausts you. Instead, when you work with the wind, trusting it to guide you, the journey becomes smoother and more enjoyable. In life, releasing control is like trusting the wind. It's about focusing your energy on the things you can influence and letting go of the rest. This principle is especially important in relationships. Let's say you're trying to win someone's affection or keep a connection alive. The more you try to control how they feel or behave, the more likely you are to push them away. No one wants to feel manipulated or cornered. Instead, focus on your own behavior. Are you showing up authentically? Are you communicating with honesty and respect? By letting go of the need to control their reactions, you create a space where trust and mutual understanding can grow. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said it best: "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. In relationships, in your career, in life, your responsibility is to give your best effort and then release your grip on the outcome. Think about your professional life. Maybe you're working on a project that depends on factors beyond your control: team dynamics, market conditions, or deadlines. Instead of spiraling into stress over these variables, channel your energy into what you can control. Bring your creativity, dedication, and effort to the table. Trust that by doing your best, the outcome will take care of itself. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Releasing control also means embracing the present moment. Often, our need to control comes from anxiety about the future. What if this doesn't work out? What if I fail? These thoughts only pull you away from the now, where your true power lies. By staying present, you open yourself to possibilities and opportunities that you might otherwise overlook. How do you start letting go of control? Begin by noticing where you're holding on too tightly. Are you trying to force someone to notice you? Are you obsessing over an outcome that hasn't even happened yet? Acknowledge these tendencies and remind yourself, "I've done my part. Now it's time to let life unfold." Trust doesn't come overnight, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Engage in activities that encourage surrender and presence: meditation, journaling, yoga, or even a walk in nature. These practices ground you, helping you detach from the urge to control everything. Surround yourself with people who remind you to trust the process and who encourage you to let go of what's out of your hands. Here's the beauty of releasing control. It frees you. You become lighter, more adaptable, and more open to the flow of life. This openness is magnetic. You're no longer blocking the natural rhythm of opportunities and relationships coming your way. Instead, you're aligning with it, allowing what's meant for you to find you effortlessly. So, take a deep breath and loosen your grip. Trust that what you've planted will grow. Life isn't meant to be micromanaged, it's meant to be lived. The moment you let go is the moment you make space for the right people and experiences to flow into your life. Remember, you are a magnet. By releasing control, you become aligned with life's natural rhythm, effortlessly attracting the opportunities and relationships meant for you. Trust the process. stay open, and let life surprise you in the best ways. And congratulations, we've just crossed the halfway point of this journey. Thank you for staying with us. The principles ahead are even more transformative, so don't go anywhere. If you've found value in today's insights, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps this community thriving and helps us bring more powerful lessons your way. Let's dive back in and uncover the next steps to becoming the magnet you're destined to be. Number 6. Capture the moments that lift you. You might be asking, how can small moments really change anything in my life, let alone help me attract someone? Here's the truth. Life isn't made up of one grand event after another. It's a string of small, beautiful moments that shape your energy and outlook. Embracing uplifting moments doesn't just make you feel good in the moment. It transforms your overall presence, making you someone people naturally gravitate toward. Think about the last time something uplifting happened to you. Maybe it was as simple as a smile from a stranger, a compliment you didn't expect, or the quiet peace of a sunset. How did it make you feel? Probably lighter, happier, and more open. That energy isn't just for you, it's contagious. When you savor and amplify these moments, you radiate positivity, drawing others toward you like moths to a flame. As Marcus Aurelius said, dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. When you focus on the beauty and joy around you, your energy changes. Instead of being weighed down by stress or negativity, you become a source of light. This shift doesn't just benefit you, it makes you more attractive to others because people are drawn to positivity. In relationships, this principle is a game changer. Instead of replaying arguments or dwelling on disappointments, redirect your focus to the good times. Did you share a laugh together today? Did they show kindness or make an effort in some way? Acknowledge these moments and express your appreciation. For example, if your partner plans a nice evening or simply remembers something important to you, let them know how much it meant. Gratitude reinforces positive energy in your connection, creating a cycle of joy and mutual respect. The same applies if you're trying to attract someone new. When you embrace uplifting moments in your own life, you exude confidence and happiness. That energy is irresistible. Nobody wants to be around someone who is constantly complaining or focusing on what's wrong. But someone who sees and celebrates the good in life, that's the kind of energy people chase. Uplifting moments are also essential for your personal growth. Imagine you're working hard toward a goal and someone acknowledges your effort. Instead of brushing off the compliment, let it sink in. Celebrate your progress. These small victories are fuel. They remind you of how far you've come and push you to go even further. As Seneca said, the greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. So how do you cultivate uplifting moments? Start with mindfulness and gratitude. Mindfulness helps you stay present, truly experiencing the beauty in front of you. Gratitude allows you to savor those moments and recognize their value. Keep a daily gratitude journal. Write down 3 good things that happened each day, no matter how small they seem. This practice trains your mind to focus on the positive, rewiring your perspective over time. Surround yourself with people, activities, and environments that lift you up. Spend time with those who inspire and encourage you. Engage in hobbies that bring you peace or excitement. Whether it's a long walk in nature, an energizing workout, or listening to music you love, make time for the things that fill your cup. When you embrace uplifting moments, you elevate your energy. You feel lighter, happier, and more grounded. This positivity doesn't just improve your own well-being, it becomes magnetic. You attract others who want to share in your light, and life starts sending more good your way. Remember, I am a magnet. By focusing on the uplifting aspects of life, you align yourself with positivity and abundance. The more you savor these moments, the more you'll find them multiplying in your life. Embrace this principle and watch as your relationships, opportunities, and overall happiness grow. Stay present, stay grateful, and let the beauty of each moment illuminate your path. Number 7. Shine as you are. You might wonder, how can being true to myself make me more attractive to others? The answer is simple. Authenticity is magnetic. In a world full of pretense and masks, being unapologetically yourself stands out. When you stay true to who you are, your values, your passions, your quirks, you naturally attract people who appreciate you for you. No games, no facades, just real, lasting connections. Imagine living a life where every decision reflects your deepest values and beliefs. When you're aligned with your authentic self, your energy changes. You're no longer pretending, chasing approval, or bending to fit someone else's idea of who you should be. Instead, you exude a calm confidence that says, "This is who I am. Take it or leave it." That kind of self-assurance isn't just liberating, it's irresistible. Let's take relationships as an example. Have you ever tried to impress someone by hiding parts of yourself or pretending to like something you don't? It's exhausting and unsustainable. Worse, it attracts people who might not even like the real you. Now, flip the script. Imagine meeting someone and showing them your authentic self, your unique interests, your humor, even your flaws. Not only does this build trust, but it also invites them to be just as real with you. Authenticity fosters deeper, more meaningful connections. As Epictetus wisely said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." Staying true to yourself also means setting boundaries. When you compromise your values to please others, you lose a part of yourself, and people notice. But when you honor your needs and say no when necessary, you project strength and self-respect. These qualities are incredibly attractive because they show that you know your worth and won't settle for less. In your career, staying authentic is equally powerful. Pursue paths that resonate with your passions and strengths instead of chasing what society deems successful. When your work aligns with who you truly are, you perform better and attract opportunities that feel right for you. Success becomes a natural outcome of being in harmony with yourself. So, how do you stay true to yourself? Start with self-reflection. Take time to understand what really matters to you, your values, passions, and non-negotiables. Journaling can help uncover these truths, giving you a clearer sense of direction. Once you know your core, it becomes easier to make choices that honor your authentic self. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Genuine connections thrive in spaces where you feel safe to be yourself. Seek out those who encourage your growth and accept you as you are. These relationships will reinforce your commitment to authenticity and provide the support you need to stay aligned. Don't forget to practice self-compassion. Staying true to yourself doesn't mean you'll always get it right. It means accepting your imperfections and learning from your mistakes. Treat yourself with kindness as you grow into the person you're meant to be. When you stay true to yourself, you become a beacon of authenticity, attracting genuine connections and opportunities that align with your true nature. People can sense when you're real, and that energy is both comforting and captivating. Remember, I am a magnet. By embracing who you are and letting that shine, you naturally draw in relationships and experiences that resonate with your true self. Stay honest, stay authentic, and watch how your life transforms as you step into your power. Number 8. Patience. You might wonder, why does it feel like nothing is happening when I'm putting in all this effort? The answer lies in patience. Just like a seed doesn't bloom overnight, meaningful relationships and personal growth require time to flourish. Practicing patience and trusting the process means understanding that progress takes time and every step holds value. Marcus Aurelius said, "No great thing is created suddenly." This is especially true in relationships. You can't force trust, intimacy, or love. If you're starting something new or trying to rebuild a connection, give it the space to grow naturally. Instead of rushing for closeness or commitment, enjoy the process of getting to know each other. Patience shows confidence and trust, two qualities that make relationships stronger and more genuine. The same goes for personal and professional goals. Whether you're developing a skill, building your career, or improving yourself, progress often feels slow. That's okay. Every step forward, no matter how small, matters. Epictetus reminds us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Patience is self-mastery. It helps you stay focused and resilient even when results take time. To practice patience, stay present. Mindfulness helps you appreciate where you are without rushing to the finish line. Let go of the need for instant results or recognition. Trust that your effort will pay off even if the rewards aren't immediate. By trusting the process, you radiate calm, steady energy. This makes you more attractive, not just to others, but to the opportunities and outcomes meant for you. Remember, I am a magnet. Patience isn't waiting, it's believing. Trust the journey, and everything you desire will come in time. Number 9. Chart your course with clear intentions. You might think, clear intentions. What does that have to do with attracting someone? Everything. When you don't know what you truly want, your energy is scattered. You send mixed signals to the world and to the people you're trying to connect with. But when you set clear intentions, you become focused and purposeful, and that clarity acts like a magnet, pulling the right people and opportunities toward you. Think about it. How can someone be drawn to you if even you don't know what you want? Seneca wisely said, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." When your intentions are clear, you radiate confidence and direction, qualities that naturally attract others. Whether it's a romantic relationship or a meaningful connection, clarity ensures you're aligned with people who match your values and desires. For instance, if you're seeking a loving, committed relationship, be upfront about it, with yourself and with others. This honesty saves you from wasting time with people who don't share your goals and helps you connect with someone who values the same things. Clarity simplifies the journey and eliminates unnecessary confusion. Setting clear intentions isn't just for relationships. It applies to personal growth too. When you define what you want, whether it's confidence, happiness, or success, you're better equipped to take focused action. Write down your intentions, visualize them, and revisit them often. Instead of drifting aimlessly, you'll find yourself moving steadily toward your goals. Clear intentions are powerful because they align your energy with your desires. They help you focus, act purposefully, and attract what's meant for you. Remember, I am a magnet. Set your intentions and watch as clarity transforms your life and relationships. Number 10. Love yourself. First, You might be wondering, how can loving myself help me attract someone else? Here's the truth. Self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. When you truly value and respect yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. Your confidence, authenticity, and self-worth create a magnetic energy that naturally draws the right people into your life. Imagine looking in the mirror and feeling a deep sense of appreciation for the person staring back. This isn't arrogance. It's recognizing your unique qualities and understanding that you are worthy of love and respect. As Epictetus said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." When you embrace self-love, you exude a quiet confidence that makes you stand out in a world full of insecurities. In relationships, self-love is the foundation for healthy connections. If you constantly seek validation from others, you risk losing yourself in the process. But when you know your worth, you attract people who value and respect you. For example, instead of clinging to someone who doesn't reciprocate your efforts, you'll walk away knowing you deserve better. This confidence isn't just attractive, it's empowering. Self-love also fuels your personal growth. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to chase your dreams, embrace challenges, and set higher standards. You stop settling for less than you deserve, and your confidence inspires others to see your value. To cultivate self-love, start with self-compassion. Treat yourself as you would a close friend. Celebrate your strengths, forgive your mistakes, and remind yourself daily, "I am enough." Surround yourself with people who uplift you and engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. Affirmations are powerful tools. Repeat phrases like, "I am worthy," or "I deserve love and happiness" to reprogram your mind and reinforce your belief in your value. Keep a journal of your accomplishments, no matter how small, to remind yourself of your progress and growth. Self-love isn't about perfection. It's about accepting and appreciating who you are, flaws and all. When you radiate this love for yourself, it's impossible for others not to notice. Congratulations, Stoic friends. You've journeyed through 10 powerful principles designed to transform your life and relationships. From letting go of fear to cultivating self-love and self-worth, you now have the tools to stop chasing and start attracting what's truly meant for you. These principles aren't about manipulation or playing games. They're about becoming the best version of yourself, confident, authentic, and resilient.